It's the final game night of Week 1, and it's time for Billy Flagg to bring his eccentric Dakota Rhinos into view. They'll face Mike Denali and the Houston Herd defense poised to strike. The Falk father and son duo want to turn things around in Minnesota. They've got a tough task tonight in the Great Northwest Rain, meeting Emmanuel Blackman and the Portland Huskies. And Phoenix may finally have their quarterback of the future. Joe Tillo is in the building, and no one is happier than receiver Chris Andrews. Will Phoenix rise or be shot down by McCray's St. Louis Rivermen? Opening week rolls on with the final 8 teams making debuts tonight. Sit back and enjoy the glory of 3 times the football as 90 minutes of UFL action starts now. We begin in Dakota, where the Dakota Rhinos taking on the Houston Herd. All orange tonight for Houston, all gray tonight for Dakota. And a fumble in the Portland, Minnesota game on the first play of the game. Okay, that's how we're going to start out tonight, huh? Newly acquired Eric Gugger, the running back, gets stripped of the football, scooped up by unclaimed Brennan Allen of Minnesota. So the Minnesota Chippers are going to start with the football. We're going to switch to that game's audio here at the Portland 28-yard line off the turnover. And Doug Falk's first pass is caught for 4 yards. St. Louis in all navy tonight. Phoenix orange, orange. All orange for Houston and all gray for Dakota. All purple for Portland. And gold, white, gold for Minnesota. Doug Falk will fire it to son Tyler Falk, and that's incomplete, out of bounds. 3rd down and 6. Karen Koizumi's the quarterback of St. Louis, and her first pass is caught, her second pass rather, is caught near midfield. Doug Falk's pass is caught, so now Minnesota in the red zone here quickly tonight. Ronnie Shanahan has moved Houston into Dakota position at the 36. And Karen Koizumi is going to take off and run. Lower right-hand corner for St. Louis. Lost the ball. Picked up by Phoenix. Turnover. St. Louis, 2 fumbles in the first couple of minutes of game night action tonight. Koizumi has it ripped away. Nothing doing on the Minnesota ground game. Back to Bragg asking, is this anyone's second game tonight? Nope, still in week 1. This is the final night of week 1. All 6 of these teams making their debuts, as well as Cleveland. Interception! Interception by Dakota at the top left-hand corner of the screen. The Rhinos, unclaimed corner, Wesley Citron with the pick. 3 turnovers in the first 3 minutes of game night. Minnesota still our only red zone team as you get a replay of Citron's interception. And back to what I was saying, back to Bragg, also Cleveland and Albuquerque, they are the final 2 teams to get going as that ball's popped up in the air in St. Louis. Incomplete pass for Joe Tillo, his first. Cleveland, Albuquerque, the final teams to make their Week 1 debut tonight, and Week 2 begins next Monday. False start on Minnesota. Phoenix has worked it into St. Louis territory.
Here we go. 30 base. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Get it.
There's a lot to get to in this chat. Deep shot for Minnesota. Intercepted! Are you kidding me? Portland with the pick in the back of the end zone. Doug Falk's first interception. Unclaimed corner, Dominique Haynes. That was just a poor throw. I mean, there's nothing open there. Tyler Falk begging for the football. Billy Flagg upset. He just got to delay a game. Rocking his single bar at QB, fearless. So we've had no points, 4 turnovers in the first moments of this game, and for all the people that put in their predictions for who was going to score first, it's been a constant tease so far tonight. No, Eric, I did not tweak the AI already. Nope, that's just how we're starting tonight, apparently. Dakota running back Lorenzo Snow, the 8th with that last carry. Phoenix is close to the red zone. That's unclaimed tight end Skylar Vivance, or Vivace, I should say. Emmanuel Blackman for Portland. He has been a hot topic of conversation as the Huskies are surging. He's dropped in the backfield. All right, let's go to St. Louis now, where it's 2nd and 11 for Phoenix at the Rivermen 24-yard line. We're looking for our first score of the night. Scoreless in all games, 4 turnovers as Emmanuel Blackman launches deep for Portland. That is incomplete. Minnesota gets the stop. Emmanuel Blackman is on Portland. He is their quarterback. Joe Tillo, the quarterback of Phoenix, just acquired a couple of days ago. That pass is incomplete. He'll set up 3rd down and 11. But Phoenix's field goal could be our first points of the night, unless something else crazy happens.
53, check 53. Get the ball.
Joe Tillo's pass is caught. Phoenix is in the red zone. That should be enough for, it's 4th and inches at the 13. What is Phoenix going to do? Portland's got a punt. Will Phoenix take the points and potentially dish out a +5 boost to a lucky winner? Or will they try to go for it here on 4th and inches? Nice camera work on the sideline by our VFN crew. Phoenix is going to kick the field goal. This is a 30-yard chip shot. Phoenix for the first points. That is good. The person who put in their answer closest to 6 o'clock as Phoenix is the first answer is going to win the +5 tonight. I have turned timestamps on here back in admin, and that is Anthony Dahl, who picked Phoenix right at 6 o'clock. Anthony Dahl wins the +5. I think he's on Dakota. Let me know who your player is, and make sure you send me a DM to claim your prize. I ain't going to hunt you down or keep track of these things. Anthony Dahl, congratulations. So Phoenix gets our first points of the night, a field goal, and finally the turnover barrage is over. I like that comment by Ray Dizzy. Minnesota, basically the Kansas City Crossfire, absolutely loved Blitz the League 2. And in fact, just a little history lesson for y'all. Before the SFL even started, there was the WAFL. And before the WAFL even started, my very first website was running sims in tournament mode in Blitz the League 2 and posting the results as if they were regular season standings. That was back when I was in high school, and I would return home from school to where my mom was teaching. My mom was teaching 3rd grade, and so I would use the computer lab in there to update my scores after high school, and that was so. I'm a big Blitz the League guy. They never had AI versus AI in those games, but loved running sims back then as a kid for games, and that's how it all started. And a lot of this stuff is inspired by Blitz the League, having these alternate universes. So that is that's cool. Blitz the League night, maybe, I don't know. Oh, TJ and AJ Horn. Well, congratulations. Yeah, send me that DM. Yeah, I think you just did. You got it. +5. And it's not to both players. It's just to one player. That's a boost drop thing tonight. Here in game night, it's just a +5 no matter who you are. Karen Kaizumi takes off and runs. Fumbled earlier in the game, but Kaizumi on her 2nd run now has 19 yards. In the gold-plated shoes, Kaizumi gets a first down for St. Louis. Brett Killian knows what's up. I'm living my childhood dream. Yeah, can't you tell? Yeah, this is pretty great. Shout out to all of you making it happen, not only for me, but for all of you out there as well. Okay, Minnesota is approaching scoring position. They're inside the 25-yard line right now. That was Ross on the carry. Their starting halfback is Dalton Brown. Shout out to Dalton. Ronnie Shanahan is the quarterback of Houston, and he fires a pass first down to the 45 through an interception on their first possession. Doug Falk's pass is caught by Tyler Falk at the 7-yard line. Red zone trip for Minnesota. Kaizumi's pass hauled in by tight end Homer J. Look at this catch. Oh my gosh! Tyler Falk, are you serious? Oh, that is just filthy. Filthy, with a linebacker draped all over him. Oh my gosh, Tyler Falk. That is unbelievable. That might be the best catch of any game this week. Doug Falk back in the end zone, wide open, touchdown Minnesota. The first touchdown of the night. Nice block up front by Dalton Brown, and wide open was unclaimed tight end Derek Gartner. And there's a booth review of Minnesota, but I think it's going to stand. They're just looking at it. Let's see, St. Louis and Houston are inside the 50, so let's go to Dakota, where Houston, for the 2nd time in the first quarter, is beyond the 50-yard line. That handoff went to unclaimed running back Delons Tarver. By the way, the UFL up to 168 claimed players ahead of tonight's broadcast. There's 57 of you out there watching, and I welcome you to participate in tonight's polls that are pinned in the chat. Even if you are just a fan or a viewer, you can help any team if you are able to win tonight, and I'm sure that they would advertise that they would be the best place to put those points. Still, right now on the docket, which team will first score more than 14 points and which team will score the most points in the 4th quarter. Those are still active and still has an opportunity that the 14 points will close once someone is beyond the 7-point mark. So that's when the poll will close on that one. So 7-0 Minnesota, 3-0 Phoenix, as Karen Kaizumi's pass is hauled in and St. Louis has reached the red zone. The Rivermen trying to strike back. Scoreless in South Dakota and Sioux Falls, where just a couple hours ago it was -1 degree. That's not the wind chill, that's the actual temperature. Yeah, it's okay if you were confused on the 14. You can resubmit if you'd like. Just make sure you put all of your guesses in one post. The guess for the first to score 14 or more, or score over 14, I should say, and the guess as Karen Kaizumi races inside the 5 down to the 3, and your guess for who will score the most points in the fourth quarter. Emmanuel Blackman, deep shot for Portland is incomplete. And Emmanuel Blackman's off to an 0-for-3 start. St. Louis near the end zone, got down to the 1-yard line. That is newly acquired running back, Junior McCray. Also keep an eye out for their excellent free safety, Dynamite McCray, by far and away the best defender on the St. Louis team. Handoff up the middle, nothing. Phoenix with the stop, 3rd and goal, just outside the 1-yard line. Portland's going to have to punt. Another deep shot doesn't happen. Billy Flagg for Dakota, upper left, takes off and runs on 3rd and 11. He is stuffed at the 34-yard line. Decision time for Dakota. And a penalty flag. Touchdown for St. Louis. They went to Junior McCray 3 straight times down inside the 2-yard line. And McCray makes Phoenix pay. Touchdown St. Louis. Not a lot of running room there. The field goal for Dakota is up and good. 3-0 Rhinos over the Herd. The battle of some big animals. Deep shot, Doug to Tyler. First down for Minnesota to the Portland 30-yard line. One second left. St. Louis is out of the red zone. Dakota just scored. Let's go to Portland now, where Minnesota is back in Husky territory.
53, Mike, in your face.
Doug Falk, Pat, wide open. Tyler Falk inside the 10. Tyler Falk chewing up Portland and spitting them out right now. 120 passing yards for Minnesota, who doesn't run a lot of shotgun, but they've been slinging the rock a lot tonight. Houston again with a first down of the 40. Shanahan started 4 for 7 for 62 yards as Houston tries to make it 3 for 3. Trips inside the 50-yard line of Dakota, but they still don't have any points. End of the first quarter in St. Louis, 7-3 Rivermen over Skyhawks. Doug Falk back of the end zone. Minnesota, touchdown. Chippers. So the polling is closed for who will score more than 14 points first. Right now, Minnesota has the inside track, as Doug Falk has 2 touchdown passes tonight for the Chippers, who have taken a quick 13-0 lead. Look at the pylon cam. By the way, did you notice we got it adjusted, got a new logo in there from orange to green after the first couple of nights of action. Joe Tillo, nice catch, or nice pass rather, lower right-hand corner of the screen for Phoenix. Big play alert. They are near midfield. Vivace, another great catch. Solid, great receiving core in Phoenix. If the touchdown stands for Minnesota, I think it does. Roland with the touchdown catch would make that 13-0. Let's go to St. Louis because Houston has to punt on a 4th down and 2. They're electing not to go for it. Second down and 7 for Phoenix, trailing 7-3. Joe Tillo caught, first down to the 40-yard line. And with the long hair of Phoenix, that is unclaimed wide receiver Hakeem Manu Maluna.
60 or. Number 53, Mike 53. And let's get this. Big River.
Joe Tillo firing for Phoenix. That pass is incomplete. Dakota is deep inside their own territory, as is Portland. Has Emmanuel Blackman completed a pass tonight? Minnesota, a 3.5-point underdog on the road. Dakota, a 3.5-point favorite, and St. Louis, a 4.5-point favorite over Phoenix, as Tillo has started 7 for 10 passing. Marcotte with the catch, and a nice run for Portland, lower left. Eric Gugger, playing in his first game for the Huskies, gets a first down for Portland. So while we have a second with no teams, well, actually, I stand corrected. We hardly ever have any downtime here on UFL Game Night. Phoenix has entered into the red zone now, just getting down to the 20-yard line.
You ready? 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Stop your whining.
Billy Flagg completes a pass over the middle there for Dakota. Now it is Phoenix with a 6-yard run down to about the 15-yard line. That's unclaimed starting running back Darrell Tarriant for Phoenix. Trailing by 4 but driving. Dakota's drive stalls. They have to punt. Draw for the Skyhawks down to about the 11-yard line. It's the backup Wells. Will set up a 3rd down and 1 for Phoenix. Back out comes Houston. The Herd defense, very good. The offense, not necessarily the strength of this team, but it's showing on the scoreboard right now. A low-scoring 3-0 game there in Dakota. Good news for Dakota, as Phoenix has a touchdown right on the goal line. That pass is caught by the tight end, Skylar Vavace. End of the first quarter in Portland. Vavace having a fantastic first quarter for the Phoenix Skyhawks, and they take a 9-7 lead. Meanwhile, on the sack for Dakota, that was, I believe, Mordecai Pfister. Malachi Pfister also on the line, wearing number 8 and number 9 for Dakota, hoping to wreak havoc tonight. But I believe that was Mordecai, it was, who ended up getting the sack. An 11-play, 76-yard drive for Phoenix. As I was saying, good news for Dakota, because in the exhibition they played Florida, gave up a torrential amount of points, but their defense looking a little bit better here tonight as Shanahan just dumps it off for a 4-yard pickup. So Phoenix has taken the lead. Remember, on tap, who is the first to score more than 14 points? Minnesota is at 14 now, and they are driving. Phoenix just got to 10. Those are your front runners at the moment. And Ronnie Shanahan lost the football. He was thrown down by a blitzing DB. Look at this hit, upper left. Wham! I mean, just got in there, and Houston lucky to survive that play. Shanahan and the Herd. Oh, that was 97 making the play for Dakota. I believe the left end on the squad. Karen Kaizumi running again for St. Louis. She is dynamic. Very fleet of foot. 145-12 is the total yardage, as Houston's punt is almost blocked in the Minnesota-Portland game. Portland has struggled to get moving, as Minnesota has been the surprise team of the night so far. Boat racing the Huskies in their home opener in the rain. Izumi's pass is caught for St. Louis. And Doug Folk is sacked on 3rd down and 1. So Portland's defense finally stands up. That's unclaimed defensive end Terrain Joseph. Looked like Doug Folk may have turned the wrong direction there. 3rd down and 3 for St. Louis. They convert for a 1st down. 2nd down and 8 for Dakota. They convert for a 1st down to the Houston 39-yard line. Houston's starting back is Lorenzo Snow, the 8th. They have at wide receiver Carlton Rhodes. Tony Horn Jr. is their tight end to watch out for. Dakota's on the move with 6:10 to go in the first half. Another handoff for St. Louis to Junior McCray. McCray's running hard so far tonight, and that's Snow, the 8th, reaching 50 yards here in the first half for the Rhinos. Good run there. Mike Denali was unable to bring him down. Denali, the star-strong safety for Houston. Karen Kaizumi, deep shot down the field. That pass is caught at the Phoenix 31-yard line. St. Louis putting a drive together. There goes Snow again for Dakota, breaking tackles and gets the Rhinos into the red zone. Let's go to Sioux Falls for our audio here as Dakota's inside the 20. Billy Flagg back to pass. We'll check it down. Not much there. Junior McCray up to 20 yards and a touchdown on the ground. Eric Gugger for Portland. Nice cutback for the Huskies.
Ready, 18 Gator. Ready, go. All day, every day.
So with week 1 almost in the books, I know it's not entirely over as Billy Flagg's pass is caught down to the 8-yard line. Which team most impressed you as Carlton Rhodes makes that catch for Dakota? Which team most impressed you in the first 3 nights of UFL action? Karen Kaizumi with a double juke. St. Louis in the red zone. Kaizumi 58 rushing yards on her first 5 carries. Had the early fumble, but look at her slide through the space and then make 2 people on the Skyhawk defense miss. The dynamic Karen Kaizumi with a beautiful run. Dakota into the end zone, touchdown. First touchdown in that game, and it's Billy Flagg's first touchdown of the night, throwing it to the slot receiver. Emmanuel Blackman's updated numbers, 2 of 7 for 6 yards. Kaizumi's pass incomplete, not sure where she was looking for that ball. 9 of 13 for 96 yards, 2nd and goal St. Louis. So Dakota goes up 9-0, now 10-0. St. Louis is your only red zone trip. Portland has finally crossed the 50 against Minnesota. That's Gugger on the carry, not much. Karen Kaizumi, 2nd down and goal, fires that pass, incomplete. The slant is jumped. 3rd and goal for St. Louis.
Here we go. 60 yards.
Deep shot, Emmanuel Blackman for Portland, and they can't come down with it. St. Louis touchdown. Karen Kaizumi's first touchdown pass of the season, and it's to unclaimed wide receiver 1, Centrell Howes, to the house. St. Louis and Phoenix back and forth tonight. This is a good ball game, 14-10. Assuming they make the extra point here. That punt for Portland is shanked out of bounds at the 30. The extra point is good for St. Louis. So now we have St. Louis at 14, Minnesota at 14, Dakota at 10, Phoenix at 10. Who will score more than 14 points first? One lucky winner will get a +5 boost. As a fan, to your team of choice, and as a player, to either you or a teammate. Both those last red zone trips end in touchdowns, and now we've got a pair of teams at their own 30-yard line. So we'll go to the closest game. That's Houston-Dakota in that situation. 3 minutes to go in the first half. Houston scoreless. They've moved the football all right, but on a 3rd down and 3, they don't want to give the ball back here to the Rhinos. And a sack in the backfield. A completely missed block. That's Sherrard Simmons for Dakota, leaping over the would-be blocker. I think that was the running back, to make the sack and force a 4th down. Dakota's defense looking much better tonight. Meanwhile, Minnesota, look at the replay. Doug Falco looking for Tyler Falk. He couldn't come down with it. Phoenix has a 1st down to the 38-yard line. And Minnesota has to punt it away. No points on that drive. Portland on a punt return. Lots of space, a couple of spin moves. Who's that guy? That is the wide receiver 1 for Portland, unclaimed, Davian Fort. He is an excellent punt returner. What a blitz from Houston. Unblocked off the right side. There goes Phoenix past midfield to the 45-yard line. That's Tarrant or Tarrant. Action is fast moving here. Portland is near the 50. Phoenix is near the 50. And Dakota's dropped back deep. Houston will take a timeout to try to preserve some time. Let's go to Portland, where the Huskies are on the move. We'll go back and forth between Portland's drive and Phoenix's drive. Blackman crushed as he threw. The pass is caught. Joe Tillo's pass caught at the 34-yard line. 2-minute warning in St. Louis, 14-10 Riverman. Another timeout for Houston. They're going to get the ball back, as Dakota was stuck in a down and long situation, and they just played conservative and made Houston burn those timeouts. The Herd have 1 remaining. Joe Tillo into the red zone. Pass caught at the 11-yard line. Red zone trip for Phoenix. They could get, with a touchdown, be the first over 14. This is a deep shot for Portland. Caught by Bobby Conley. The Huskies are nearing the red zone. Phoenix nearing the red zone. And again, a sack from Mordecai Pfister on Ronnie Shanahan. Actually, no, that was just a replay of all the pressure. I apologize, of all the pressure going on Shanahan tonight. Houston's backed up deep at their 5-yard line. 2nd and 18 after St. Louis gets a sack on Joe Tillo. Portland is just outside of the red zone, trying to get their first points on the board. Would you look at the sack on Tillo? A sack on Blackman. That's been the theme of week 1. Some teams have just really struggled to protect their quarterback. Expect a lot of that to be addressed in week 2, assuming the teams want it. That pass is deflected and incomplete. Let's talk team power-ups. St. Louis's team power-up is that player boosts occur at the highest rates after a team wins at home. So St. Louis, even if they win tonight, would get boosted thanks to their team power-up for winning at home. They have a great home field advantage in that dome, as Tillo's pass on the sideline is incomplete. Emmanuel Blackman takes off on 3rd and long. He can't get it. And now Dakota is calling timeouts to try to get the ball back before the end of the half. Portland will have to kick the field goal with 2:40 to go in the first half. That drive stalls out. Phoenix's drive stalls out, so they will have to kick a field goal. Still no one over 14 points. The Skyhawks kick is good. 14-13 with a minute to play in St. Louis. Another timeout from Dakota on a 4th down. They are going to get this football back. Let's go to Dakota. Pseudo Nakai asking what a team boost means. Well, unique team power-ups are available on the team's page. They've been there since launch, and every team's just a little bit different in how things are enacted. But essentially, it's just a bonus from the league. So, for example, if St. Louis was slated to get +5 across a unit, they might get +15 across that unit because they won at home. That's the team power-up. Every team has a different power-up. Houston's, for example, is all toughness-based. So after every loss, the team improves in toughness, etc. So every team has a different power-up. You can see those at UFL.football and go to teams. 14-3 Minnesota as Doug Falk fires. That pass is caught for a 1st down. He's 12 of 17 in the first half. Minnesota back on the move. St. Louis has a 2nd and short.
Ready?
54 seconds left for Dakota. They have 1 timeout. Remember that there are no spikes in the UFL allowed. It's a 10-second runoff for every no huddle. Billy Flagg takes off and runs. He's got a 1st down into scoring position. And a timeout was called by St. Louis with 32 seconds left. Ball at their own 44-yard line. St. Louis with the ball, leading by 1. Could they get a field goal before the half and be our first team to score, or a touchdown for that matter? Minnesota is also on the move. It's tight. That pass caught to the 31-yard line of Phoenix, and it looks like the player was ruled inbounds at the 31-yard line, but St. Louis is not calling a timeout. Did they think he got out of bounds? Doug Falk's pass caught over the middle. Minnesota is in the red zone. Dakota nearing the red zone. There's only 7 seconds left, and Karen Kaizumi takes off to run. 3, 2, Kaizumi. That's the end of the half, and St. Louis botches that situation. They should have taken their 2nd timeout after that completed pass into scoring position. St. Louis gets nothing. And we still don't have a team over 14. Now Minnesota is your next best shot. St. Louis racks up nearly 230 yards of offense in the first half, and the league's going to take a look at why St. Louis did not burn that 2nd timeout they had in their pocket on that pass to the sideline. Dakota gets a field goal with 1 second left, 13-0. And I think that's the first opportunity that we've had in week 1 of the UFL to see maybe a team not executing in situational football. So we'll have a look at that. If you are a UFL Ultimate subscriber, you will get to see the code that belongs to that situation, what changes the league has made so that it never happens again, and a little bit of an explanation of what went down with that play at the end of the first half with St. Louis. But the Rivermen are holding on to a 1-point advantage. One second left to go in the first half. On 3rd down and 18, Minnesota's now out of the red zone. That pass is complete, and a timeout by Portland to try and preserve time, get the ball back before the end of the first half. Phoenix gets the ball to start the second half as we go to the half in Dakota. Just 99 total yards of offense for Houston. They were moving the ball well early in that ball game. Here it is, Minnesota, 40-yard field goal. Is that it? That's it. Minnesota is your first team to 14 points. And the winner will be the closest to who put in their prediction at 6:07. 6:07 back in the timestamp. We'll take a look back. Who had Minnesota? Wow, I have to go back quite a bit for Minnesota to be the first answer. As Joe Tillo tries to take off, he is decked on a third down.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
I don't know if Minnesota had if anybody had Minnesota for the first team to score 17.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
Oh, it was Tyler Falk. 6:09. Minnesota all the way. So Tyler Falk gets the boost for Minnesota being the first team to score more than 14 points tonight. DM me with how you would like your winnings applied. All right, let's reset things here on the final night of game night, as Portland will have one last shot at something in the first half. Nice run, Lorenzo Snow. We'll stay in Portland for the final play of that first half. St. Louis has a 14-13 lead. Just starting the third quarter, and they have the football. Dakota has the football. Billy Flagg's 11 of 13, and the Rhinos lead 13-0 right now with 10:40 to go in the third quarter. Emmanuel Blackman going long on the final play of the half. Good attempt, but that's a no-go. All right, let's go back to Sioux Falls, South Dakota, where the Rhinos are back across the 50-yard line. They have a third down and short. Houston's defense starting to struggle just a little bit. Karen Kaizumi, deep shot, St. Louis caught. Homer J, the tight end. Just 93 yards for Portland that first half. Big play in the Dakota game as that pass is hauled in from Billy Flagg for a first down. That's Nixon, the slot guy again, his third catch tonight. Flagg puts that on the money. Kaizumi puts it on the money for St. Louis. And both teams are nearing the red zone now. What up, y'all? Hope you're having a good night. Coming up, it's UFL Prime Time with Mike Daggs and Gerald Smith, the Cleveland Bandits and the Albuquerque Atomics. Coming up at 8:30 p.m. Eastern right here on VFN. That's a first down for Dakota. Unclaimed Bernard Chambers, their second best wide receiver. Phoenix is down to the 15-yard line. Yeah, the Cam. Yes, ma'am. Lorenzo Snow dropped for a loss. Houston's defense trying to stand tough. St. Louis in the red zone. Handoff, that's Junior McCray. Face full of Skyhawk right there. Screen pass blown up by Portland to start the second half in rainy Oregon tonight. Do I use skin products? I'm not so sure about that. Don't have the patience. Billy Flagg, play action in the red zone for Dakota. Now going to take off and run. Billy Flagg down inside the 10-yard line, down to the 8. And is 3 yards short of a first down. 3rd and 3 coming up there. Let's go to St. Louis. Karen Kaizumi throwing into the back of the end zone. That pass is incomplete, looking for Homer J. Back to Dakota as Minnesota's nearing the 50-yard line. Billy Flagg, 3rd down and 3. Dump off over the middle. That pass is caught at the 2-yard line. 1st and goal for the Rhinos. That little slot receiver, man, he's hurting Houston over the middle. That's catch number 4, and especially in the red zone. Looks like St. Louis is going to end up with a field goal. A chip shot from 28 yards out. That kick is good for St. Louis. 17-13, Rivermen over Skyhawks. 1st down and goal at the 2-yard line for Dakota, trying to extend their lead. Lorenzo Snow down at the 1. 72 yards for Snow tonight so far. Wow, Tyler Falk with another great catch in the Minnesota game. Look at the frame in green. I don't know how he caught that. I mean, there's like 6 Huskies on the screen. Houston or Minnesota nearing scoring position. 2nd down and goal for Dakota. Flagg gonna throw for it. Flagg takes off and runs and is stuffed at the 3-yard line. 3rd and goal for Houston. Can the Herd get a stop and keep it a 2-score game? Joe Tillo in his first game for Phoenix, 13 of 19, 158 yards, a touchdown, and no picks. But they have struggled to protect him. St. Louis nearly 300 yards of offense tonight, including nearly 100 on the ground. And there, just as I said, another sack on Tillo, but they're going to get St. Louis for a face mask, so that's going to wipe that away. 3rd down and goal for Dakota. Billy Flagg under center. He's going to throw again. Flagg looking in the back of the end zone. That pass is tipped away and incomplete. Houston does get the stop, unless Dakota decides to go for it here. Minnesota is in the red zone. 254 yards tonight for Doug Falk and this Minnesota Chippers offense. Dakota will not go for it. They will elect to kick the field goal. From 20 yards out, that kick is good. 5:37 to go. It's still a 2-score game in Dakota. Minnesota trying to make it a 3-score game no matter what on a 1st down and goal. Doug Falk, clean pocket, going to take off and run. Falk beats the linebacker and scores. Touchdown, Minnesota. Doug Falk with a nice scramble. It is all Chippers tonight. 3.5-point dogs. Portland riding momentum from that exhibition win. Minnesota lost to Milwaukee in their exhibition. Tillo is sacked again for Phoenix. St. Louis running amok in this second half. That's the D tackle Collins. Unclaimed Dylan Collins, their first defensive tackle on the depth chart. And Minnesota has built a 24-3 advantage. There's a look at Noe Terrasis and Ronnie Shanahan at the top left-hand corner of your screen. A couple of user players on this offense that has been stuck in slush. 99 total yards for Houston. The Houston Herd getting to a 3rd down and 2 now. Kaizumi takes off for St. Louis. 8 carries for 72 yards for Karen Kaizumi tonight. Rivermen up 4. Big 3rd down and 2 here for Houston. Trying to stay in this thing. Shanahan's pass caught inside the 50. Noe Terrasis with a monster catch. "61 viewers waiting for the witching 30. I don't know what we're going to call that. By the way, if anybody cares, somebody, let's start blowing up Scott Hansen about what's going on here, right? That'd be pretty sweet. Ronnie Shanahan drops to throw for Houston. He just throws that one out of bounds to avoid a sack. Emmanuel Blackman lost the ball for Portland. It's picked up. And going back the other way for a score. Wow. Minnesota pouring it on. 2 fumbles out of Portland's backfield tonight. That touchdown by unclaimed linebacker as Blackman lost it. Unclaimed linebacker Randy Tremaine with that defensive touchdown for Minnesota. 31-3. 3rd down and 3 for Houston. That pass is caught. It is ruled short of a first down. 4th and 1 for the Herd at the Dakota 38. Down 16, and they're going for it. Houston trying to keep themselves in this thing. Hand off to the fullback, and he got the first down. Boy, not a lot of ball carrier vision on that handoff, but it pays off. Houston takes the gamble and keeps the drive alive. Drive continues for Ronnie Shanahan. Pass incomplete. .245 left in the third. 2-score game for Houston. Their defense has kept them in it. Joe Tillo with the pass for Phoenix has the Skyhawks across the 50, down 4 late in the third. 3rd down and 8 for Houston. Deep shot, end zone, pass knocked away. Dakota's defense standing tall again. Oh, he had it. That's a vicious hit. Unclaimed free safety, Deontay Beasley. Bailey Puckett, a part of this part of the secondary. 52-yard field goal for Houston to try to get some points up on the board. That kick is stoinked off the pole. The shutout survives. Wow, it is not the Herd's night. That's the first doink stoink here on UFL Game Night. Billy Flagg, really solid night. 13 of 16 for Dakota as they take over. Portland can't get any offense going. They have to punt the football away. Although it's an extremely good punt all the way down to the 1-yard line. Pass for Dakota caught. They smell the blood in the water. That's Tony Horn Jr., the tight end. And Joe Tillo just took another sack in the St. Louis Phoenix game. That was a corner blitz. Unblocked. End of the third quarter in St. Louis. Tyler Falk, play fake. Play fake, got to get out of the end zone. Oh, he made a man miss and slid at the 5-yard line. Doug Falk. Minnesota's got it going on tonight. Dougie Fresh. Falk again with a play fake. Caught by his son Tyler down to the 23-yard line. Billy Flagg fires over the middle. Dakota is in the red zone. Minnesota nearing the red zone again. Now that we're entering into the fourth quarter, start to keep track of who's scoring the most points in the fourth quarter. St. Louis trying to put themselves in contention here. This is a 52-yarder for the Skyhawks, and that is short. No good. A pair of missed 52-yard field goals here tonight. Doug Falk is at it again. Scrambles for 6 yards. End of the third quarter in Dakota, 16, goose egg. Rhinos on top. There's Koizumi's updated numbers, 16-23, a touchdown, no picks. We had 4 turnovers in the first 3 minutes of this broadcast, and the offenses have settled into this football game. Junior McCray for St. Louis gets it to the 48. Now Dakota inside the 10. Lorenzo Snow's got 83 yards. I think he's your leading rusher tonight. Dakota trying to put this on ice here. 11:25 to go in the fourth. There's Tyler Falk again over the middle past midfield for Minnesota. Doug Falk 24 of 30 for 295. Billy Flagg play fake for Dakota. Pass end zone, touchdown! That's Carlton Rhodes celebrating with his teammate Lorenzo Snow. Dakota all over Houston. But the surprise of the night, the Minnesota Chippers. My goodness. As Douglas Brown, who's been pretty much kept in check by Portland's run defense, they have really struggled against the pass tonight. Extra point for Dakota is good. 23-0 there. Well, we got one close game right now. That's in the lower right, Phoenix St. Louis. Karen Kaizumi with the ball up 4. And her pass is incomplete. There goes Doug Falk. Every time I turn around, that guy is loose. 4 for 30 now for the Minnesota quarterback. So Dakota's got a fourth quarter touchdown. They're your current clubhouse leaders. Minnesota and Portland still in the third as Junior McCray takes off on another run for St. Louis. 40 yards and a touchdown tonight.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
It would appear as Junior McCray off to the left gets one of his best runs of the night. St. Louis is on the move. It would appear that we've got one game pretty much in contention right now. Corey Stolberg asks, are there injuries in this game? Seen a lot of big hits. Until the demand matches the supply for user talent, injuries are off, but they might eventually get turned on again. 25 runs, 25 passes for St. Louis tonight. Very balanced offense, as Kaizumi's pass should have been picked. It was in front of the intended receiver and behind the defender. St. Louis has the ball at the Phoenix 25-yard line. Houston going to have to start turning it up tempo here soon. They will do so under 10 minutes to play. Karen Kaizumi, again, the smallest of windows. Karen Kaizumi. Wow. With some upper body strength. Gets the first down, and St. Louis into the red zone. Ronnie Shanahan, that wasn't open. 3rd and 3 for Houston. Look at Koizumi, bottom right. fight for extra yardage.
Down. 60 or.
Down inside the 15. A touchdown could put that game away with 7:48 to go. Handoff, Junior McCray. Houston's got a completion down to the Dakota 34-yard line. Norwood, this is also just play now like the SFL. No huddle here for Houston. Kicks in under 10 minutes to go. Down 3, scores in the UFL. That pass is caught by Tarasis into the red zone for Houston. Finally, some signs of life from the herd. That was a nice throw on the run as well. Doug Falk sacked, a frustration sack there for Portland. Shanahan dumps it off short down to about the 12.
50, plant. 54.
So we got 2 teams in the red zone right now. St. Louis is leading, Houston is trailing. Kaizumi's pass into the end zone, swatted away. 4th down. Phoenix looks to have kept it to a 1-score game for the moment. Ronnie Shanahan play fake, now fires into the end zone. Pass is caught for Houston. Touchdown Herd. Pass caught by unclaimed wide receiver Lucas Ryan. Ronnie Shanahan's first touchdown. Houston is on the board. A 17-point margin. Field goal is good for St. Louis, 20-13. Houston is going for 2. I gotta admit, I'm a little surprised. Handoff to the running back, he got it. If they failed to get that 2-point conversion, it would have stayed a 3-score game, but Houston probably thinking, well, how's this game going to be? Are we going to compete? Or are we just going to take our ball and go home? Ronnie Shanahan, 5 of 6 for 65 yards on that drive. And DeLonz Tarver, the unclaimed running back, gets the 2-point conversion for Houston and makes it 23-8. And that is interesting in regards to our trivia question tonight, because now Houston has the lead with 8 points in the 4th quarter. They will kick it away. Minnesota ended up with a field goal on that last possession, so it's 34-3 Chippers. I'd give Houston maybe a slight chance now. I mean, it's just a 2-score game with 8:52 to go. But Portland down big. Joe Tillo's got to get something moving for Phoenix. They're down 7 with 6:33 to play.
70, Indy.
213 yards for Houston, 278 for Dakota, including 133 on the ground tonight.
Ready.
Lorenzo Snow on the run for Dakota. Gets to about the 35-yard line. Let's go to St. Louis, where Phoenix just took another sack. I mean, Joe Tillo has had a good night when he's had time. But Phoenix is one of about maybe 4 or 5 teams in the UFL this week that is in desperate need of fixing things up front. Third down and 2 for Dakota. Houston trying to get off the field. Phoenix is facing a 3rd down and 19. Sacked again. Billy Flagg takes off and gets the first down. 4 carries for 35 yards for Flagg tonight. But Phoenix on a 4th down and 27. I don't know what you do there. Blackman's pass caught near midfield for Portland. He's just 9 of 17 for 77 yards tonight. And Portland's momentum from the offseason has not transferred into this game tonight. Look at the spin from Billy Flagg. Yeah, Phoenix 4th and 27. They got to punt this away. 5:26 to go. Got to hope their defense comes up with a stop. St. Louis will have the ball around midfield. Fresh set of downs for Dakota with 7:05 to go, trying to salt this game away.
Set. 60 Pittsburgh.
No huddle from Portland. Kaizumi's pass is in dangerous territory. That's incomplete. Blackman deep down the field. That's caught on the sideline, and that was Snow on his 22nd carry. Can't get much. Another third down coming up for Dakota. 6:18 to go in the fourth. Houston's got to get off the field. Meanwhile, St. Louis has the football back. Let's go to Dakota. Third down and 5, under 6 to go. They'll fake the handoff. Billy Flagg blitz off the edge, and Houston gets a sack.
They can't stop us, baby. Every time it's a sack.
Patterson unblocked off the outside. That was just a slot DB blitz there. Nobody picked him up. Billy Flagg goes down, and Houston will get the ball back. St. Louis picks up a first down. Makes it 20-13 on another completion from Kaizumi. Excellent ball there. Emmanuel Blackman into the end zone, incomplete. Portland trying to get some garbage time points here with 9:11 to go. Critical Beard, you'll get your, just DM me in Discord if you are able to win one of tonight's challenge or any challenge in game night. There's Shanahan's updated numbers. He's got the football back with 5:20 to go. They're down 15. St. Louis trying to ice this one away. 3:40 left. There's a flag on the play. Houston's got a huge play here.
Pass interference.
Defensive pass interference on Dakota. That's a that's a touchdown for Portland. Touchdown for Portland, so the Huskies are finally in the end zone tonight. Emmanuel Blackman's first touchdown pass. St. Louis is in the red zone, and now a flag on Houston, a delay of game with sub 5 to go, and Ronnie Shanahan saying, my bad, that is my fault.
Still first down.
Wow, there's a lot going on here. So Portland gets the touchdown, 34-10. Houston has 4:50 left, but that pass is, oh, I thought it was caught. Tipped, then almost caught, then knocked away. St. Louis is in the red zone. Phoenix is desperate for a stop here. 3 minutes left. Phoenix will start using timeouts here shortly. Houston's got all three as well. 4:46 to go. Second down and 15. Ronnie Shanahan's pass is incomplete. Karen Kaizumi on the run again for St. Louis. Slides down to the 4. Second and 2 at the 4. There in St. Louis, the Rivermen trying to salt this one away. The horn is blaring in Dakota. 3rd and 15 for Houston. Screen pass, caught with blockers in front, and could not get there. St. Louis has the first down. Now Phoenix has to start calling timeouts. 4th down and 6 coming up for Houston. Down 15. St. Louis has a 1st and goal at the 1-yard line. The Skyhawks have 2 timeouts remaining.
Ready? 60 outlaw.
We're watching St. Louis here. They got it. Touchdown, Junior McCray. And a false start on Houston. They've had a delay of game and a false start on this drive. 4th down and 11 now for Ronnie Shanahan, going the wrong direction for Houston. Shanahan, good blitz pickup. Blown up, and he caught it inside the 25-yard line down to the 20. Red zone for Houston with 4 minutes to go. Lucas Ryan again. Ronnie Shanahan took a shot. Wow, that was, I believe that was the newly claimed linebacker, Suki Padri, who laid the hit, but Ryan makes the play. All right, so St. Louis has taken a 2-possession lead with 2:09 to play.
Hustle, hustle, hustle.
Houston with 3:45 to go. They're down 15. Shanahan fires on a check down to the 16-yard line, and they'll have to run at least 10 more seconds. Millsap with the catch. Phoenix just had no huddle here for Houston. Phoenix just had all kinds of hard times protecting their quarterback tonight in the second half. Second down and 8. Shanahan's pass is caught. Turning the corner, touchdown Houston. 23-14. It's a 9-point game. It was 23-0. Houston has the advantage from the pylon cam. That's unclaimed tight end Dre McCorkle for the Herd. Joe Tillo, 18-26, 217 yards, a touchdown, no pick. Actually, really solid performance from Phoenix. Just too many negative plays. 2:05 left to go in that game. 7:07 to go in Portland, Minnesota. And Emmanuel Blackman's got the football back. That pass is caught, and he's gone down the sideline. Portland touchdown! Whoa! Whoa! Dwayne Knight unclaimed for the Huskies. 34-16, a blown coverage. Whoa now. Let's just hold on a second here. Wow. A face mask on St. Louis helps Phoenix across the 50. Thank you, Charles, with the hair compliment. My wife was not a fan. I said, hey, I thought it looked pretty good. Portland's in the end zone. 34-16. They'll go for 2 to try to make it a 2-score game with 6:58 to play. That 2-point conversion is good. Run in by Eric Gugger. 2-possession game in Portland. 1-possession game in Dakota. 23-15 with 3:16 to go. Phoenix just caught a ball at the 8-yard line with 1:25 to go. They're not done. Chris Andrews' second catch of the night for 44 total yards. Dakota on a 1st and 10. Billy Flagg trying to stay aggressive, and that pass is caught. Into the end zone for Phoenix. That is incomplete. Almost. 2nd and goal. I'm trying to stay on top of this, folks. This is a wild ending here tonight. Don't forget, Cleveland, Albuquerque, Mike Daggs, Gerald Smith coming up on UFL primetime at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. Tillo is sacked again for St. Louis out of the red zone. Man, Collins has been a problem. Unclaimed defensive tackle Dylan Collins. Monster night for St. Louis. 3rd down and goal at the 20 for Phoenix with time ticking away. Flagg's pass for Dakota is caught, and Houston's going to start burning timeouts ahead of the 2-minute warning to try to maximize their potential at getting the ball back. St. Louis just had an interception. Interception in the St. Louis game. Here's another look at the replay on the green frame. That pass picked off by Darby Clements. Intended for the tight end, Vivace. Couldn't come down with it, and looks like St. Louis is going to put that away. 2nd down and 10. Billy Flagg on the scramble for Dakota, and he is wrestled down. Timeout, Houston. They have 1 remaining. Meanwhile, Minnesota is protecting a 2-possession lead with 5.5 to go, as Portland has scored at 15 unanswered points. Houston has also scored at 15 points here in the 4th quarter. So I believe those two are tied right now for our trivia question. Billy Flagg takes off. 3rd and 10. Will not get to the sticks. Timeout, Houston. They are now out of timeouts. Now, Dakota is in the range where you could possibly go for it. 4th and 3 on their own 49. Houston is out of timeouts. Does Dakota decide to salt it away, or will they punt the football? Houston is out of timeouts. Phoenix is also out of timeouts, as they are frankly running out of time. Dakota is going to punt the football away and play some defense. That punt goes out of the back of the end zone. It is ruled a touchback. Houston gets the ball on the 20. Houston's got the ball with 2:13 left. They will hand it off. They do have the 2-minute warning to stop the clock. And Portland has the football back with 4:29 left. There we go, got the lighting fixed. 2 minutes to go for Houston. It's an 8-point game in Dakota. Ronnie Shanahan's pass is hauled in, but not much. Portland's got the ball down 2 scores, 4:22 to go. Emmanuel Blackman retreating, he is sacked. It is a final in St. Louis. The Rivermen hold on to beat the Skyhawks. A lot of potential for Phoenix, but too many sacks tonight. They fall short. Shanahan's pass caught at the 32-yard line. Again, in the UFL, there are no spikes. It's a 10-second runoff regardless of length of play. And then the no huddle continues. Ronnie Shanahan, 1:25 left. The only way for them to stop the clock is an incompletion or a pass to the sideline. Shanahan play fake. He's going to go deep down the field. Ronnie Shanahan's pass to the 12 is caught at the 13-yard line. Ronnie Shanahan, 333 yards. That pass is caught by unclaimed Marquise Meacham of Houston. No huddle with a minute to go. 1st and 10 at the 13. Shanahan fires to the sideline. It's caught. He did not get out of bounds. The clock is still running. Meanwhile, Emmanuel Blackman for Portland did not complete that pass on the sideline as the Huskies try to complete a dramatic comeback. That was 4th, the intended target. 2nd and 7, 36 seconds to go. Ronnie Shanahan pass back in the end zone. Touchdown! Touchdown, Houston! 23-21. They've come all the way back. A 2-point conversion will tie. What are we watching on game night? Meacham with the score. Emmanuel Blackman on 4th and 19, standing in his own end zone. That's incomplete, and it looks like Minnesota's going to hold on. 2-point try for Houston with 35 seconds to go. Shanahan. Pass knocked away. Oh, Dakota may have just done it. And that is, again, the linebacker, Suki Padre. Picked up this week. Now the onside kick is Houston's last chance. Shanahan 5 of 5 for 76 yards on that drive, and that pass just in the last second was knocked away. Whoa. That was linebacker on tight end right there. Onside kick coming up for Houston. They're out of timeouts. What an absolute vicious comeback. Doug Falk for Minnesota. Oh, beat the man in the end zone. Touchdown, Shippers. Doug Falk. Onside kick is Dakota's football. That was close. Look at Doug Falk, lower left. Wow. Beats the linebacker for his 2nd rushing touchdown. Houston fails to recover the onside kick. We still have not seen one recovered yet in the UFL season. It's about a 10% chance of recovering it. I think we've seen maybe 4 or 5 onside kicks this week. Extra point is good for Minnesota, 41-18. And I believe if everything holds, I believe that's 21 points for Houston in the 4th quarter. They're your new clubhouse leaders for that +5 boost. Dakota kneeling it out. What an effort down the stretch by the Houston Herd. Nearly came all the way back to win that game. Houston has some things to clean up, but an all-around good effort down the stretch. Just came up a little short, and Dakota survives. 23-21 the final. 2:58 to go in Portland. It looks like we're playing out the stretch there in Oregon. Man, you just never know what you're going to get on game night. That was a thrilling finish. Houston will fall to 0-1. The only game left here, 2:50 to go, Minnesota and Portland. Mike Daggs and Gerald Smith standing by for UFL game night. Wow, Dakota finishes with more rushing yards than passing yards tonight. 158 to 151. Really balanced attack for the Rhinos in all gray this evening. Justin Reside won the drop tonight. Thank you, Vincent, for the update. As Blackman's going deep, a little too deep. The final score in Phoenix was 27-13 St. Louis. The St. Louis Rivermen held off Phoenix with an interception down near the end zone. Phoenix was very close to scoring in the final minute of that contest, but was unable to pull it off. Joe Tillo, a great game tonight, but just took way too many sacks. No picks, had a touchdown. Ryan and Meacham, a pair of unclaimed receivers out of Houston, each with 100 yards tonight. I think all Houston might need is just a little bit of tweaking on, early down offense. They didn't play a terrible game tonight. They just were unable to consistently move the football. Meanwhile, Minnesota, this was the stunner of the night. Hanging 40 on the road against Portland. And for the first time this season on game night, it's worth noting more home teams won than visiting teams. 2-minute warning in Portland, 41-18 Chippers.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep running.
UFL game night coming up as soon as we're done here. Douglas Brown finding opportunities in the run game late. 16 carries for 59 yards. Or Dalton Brown, I should say. Dalton Brown was a little quiet tonight for Minnesota, but started to get it going late.
Okay, ready? 54, right there. 54.
St. Louis lost their exhibition to Washington. They were able to get a win this week. Minnesota lost their exhibition to Milwaukee. It looks like they're going to hold on to win. And Dakota lost their exhibition to Florida, and they got a Week 1 win. So that just goes to show you there's been nothing significant that has changed to any team's game plan, and there you have it. Sometimes a loss is just a loss, and a win is just a win, especially this early in the season. Week 2 in the UFL starts on Monday. Let's get an early look at that schedule while we play out the final minute in Portland. Monday, February 24th, Albuquerque takes on Fresno. New York at Rochester. Los Angeles at Las Vegas. That's a spicy matchup. Tennessee at San Diego. LA and Vegas, the only games, or the only game there where both teams won in Week 1. Fresno lost to San Jose, so yeah, they're 0-1. And we've yet to see what Albuquerque does tonight. Tuesday, February 25th, Denver faces Salt Lake, a pair of teams that won in Week 1. as it looks like Minnesota just bled the clock all the way down there. Washington is going to be at Portland, a battle of 0-1 teams. Cincinnati will take on Milwaukee. Both those teams won in week number 1. And San Jose will travel to Houston. San Jose and Houston each playing a pair of one-score games in week number 1, so that should be an interesting matchup in the Herd's home opener. Final play for Minnesota is a really nice run from Dalton Brown, and that puts a bow on the festivities tonight. Minnesota hammers Portland 41-18. Once again, your final scores: Houston 21, Dakota 23, Minnesota 41, Portland 18, and Phoenix 13, St. Louis 27. This has been a presentation of the Virtual Football Network and the UFL. For CJ Zilligan, I'm Cameron Irvine. UFL Primetime kicks off in a matter of moments with Mike Daggs and Gerald Smith on the call. Cleveland and Albuquerque comes your way next. From all of us at the UFL, have a great night. Keep watching. And, someone won we got to see who won the poll for who picked Houston. I got to go quick. My timestamps are gone. Oh, okay. The first person to DM me that they predicted that Houston was going to score the most points in the fourth quarter tonight. We'll get the win, and I'll verify that with the timestamps in the post-game video. Okay. Almost forgot about it. Had to scramble. It's all good. That's a wrap from UFL Game Night, and we'll see you on Primetime later, everybody.